told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry.
We are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Seahawks going up against the Cowboys. Now let's head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for today's matchup.
And now, with more on today's game, let's go down to Danielle Bellini.
Thanks, guys. Super Bowl 50 is a very special milestone for the NFL. Super Bowl I was played back in 1967 at the LA Coliseum. As you recall, the Green Bay Packers beat the Kansas City Chiefs on that day. But I'm sure neither of those teams could have imagined the Super Bowl growing to be as big as it is today, guys. That being said, we've got two teams out here who desperately want to make history by winning this Super Bowl tonight to ensure they're the ones that are remembered and that everyone is talking about 50 years from now. Back to you guys.
Danielle, thank you very much. Dan Bailey is ready now to get this one underway. This milestone event, Super Bowl 50, has officially commenced. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. Wilson's heading out now for his first series. First down at the 20. And it's knocked down. We'll be keeping an eye on Jimmy Graham, Phil. A lot of people surprised to see the Saints trade him to Seattle in the offseason.
Yeah, it was all about the money. I mean, I know the New Orleans Saints, they knew he was a great player, but it's about money and saving cap space down there in New Orleans. And Seattle was all too happy to get him on their side.
Second down and 10. Over to Graham. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
What we're seeing so many times now in this league is the tight ends are getting so good that they have to condense the pass coverage to make sure they stop them, and it's opening up the wide.
As we set now, the cornerback Brandon Carr.
Yeah, when they picked up Brandon Carr, this Cowboy defense in free agency, he is not disappointed. He's made some big plays, won games by covering the other team's best receiver. He is an awesome defensive back.
Holding defense. Automatic first down.
First down at the 37. And the reception by Doug Baldwin.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
Michael lined up in the backfield. Just a quick drop back. And that'll probably go as a drop.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
The Seahawks go with two tight ends on this play. Middle of the field and incomplete this time.
Well, when it's third and long in a situation like this, I'm going to look at it from the defensive side. You know they're going to be careful, so make sure you come up and just make the tackle so they don't get those yards after the catch or a long run.
The Seahawks have to get to the 41 for a first. Third and 10. And they take him down.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
made. There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL prepared and ready to go.
First down at the 18. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. No one's going to get him now. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, number 1 at the Super Bowl.
Nothing like scoring first in any game, but when you do it in the Super Bowl, you can just times it by 10 because the pressure builds on the other team. They know they're behind. They want to score some points. It just makes it tougher when you get on the board first.
And he'll start his return. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but that was pretty easy.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Wilson's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Wilson standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And he's thrown to the ground.
Outside linebackers in the NFL, they are such tremendous athletes. They can do everything. How about that play that time? Good move, good speed, gets to the quarterback and gets a sack.
Third down and 13. Baldwin's going to pull in the bullet pass. That's reception number 2 for him.
This is one of those guys, when you talk about receivers, no matter what, he is always open. If the coverage is tight, don't worry. Throw it out there. He'll make a play.
First and 10. Doug Baldwin makes the catch.
Well, the quarterback has such great confidence in the receiver. And why not? He's talented, and every time the football's thrown his way, he finds a way to make the catch.
First down at the 41. Great pass, great catch, great control.
Now look at all these great tight ends in the NFL now. It makes me think of the NBA. These are power forwards who said to heck with that. They want to be pass catchers, and they're good at it.
First down and 10. Graham's got the catch and the first.
Perfect defense call that time. They had double coverage on the wide receiver. They allowed the catch. The coach on the sidelines going, well, what else do you want me to do? We had the guy double covered, and you still couldn't make the play.
The Seahawks are in the end zone for the touchdown.
Jim, you're right. It was a slow start, but it doesn't matter. It's a long game. It's 60 minutes. It's not always going to be perfect, but that was a nice touchdown there.
Takes off from the 5. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks defense, where was it the last time? They could not stop the pass.
Well, they were trying. I mean, they were working as hard as they could, but, hey, this group they're going against on offense, they're pretty good.
Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty and let the play stand. First down on the way. Gonna go draw. They'll mark him at the 46.
When you have defensive ends that like to go up the field and they think they're going to get to the quarterback, you know what you do to those kind of defensive ends? You run draw plays and screens underneath them. Take advantage of the fact that they're not reading their keys.
For a gain of about 5. The ball is spotted at the 49. The Cowboys come out in a 2 tight end set. Now 1st and 10. And he gains maybe 3. As we check now, this offensive unit getting it done for over a decade. Certainly a future Hall of Famer is tight end Jason Witten.
I agree, Jim. I think he is a Hall of Fame tight end. And all you do when you see Jason Witten playing football, there's always somebody chasing him because he figured out a way to get open and get it done.
That's his first reception today.
There is nothing like having a great tight end in your offense now. There's so many things you can do with them. Remember, they're in the middle of the field. They can go down the middle. They can go outside. They can go short. They can go across. They can go out. Tough to cover the tight ends in this league.
Bent by Thomas.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course, it'll be a touchdown.
2nd and goal to go from the 1. And Morgan's able to read that play and make the hit.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with the pass. And if it is a pass, I will look for something quick.
3rd and goal from the 3. They want to keep feeding him the football. Chip shot here. And converts on the 3. With the 2nd quarter fast approaching, they've got the lead with that field goal.
Anytime you score points in the 1st quarter of a football game in this league, that's a good thing. So don't be disappointed that you only got 3. Look on the bright side, it's scoring.
That return's good for about 22. The Seahawks bring their offense back onto the field. Touchdown drive the last time they had it as they attacked that secondary.
They sure did. They threw the football well on that last drive. And now I would think as an offensive coordinator, they're thinking pass on the defensive side. Switch it up. And I think you can catch them with some good runs here.
Failing to complete that one. So 2nd down here. Wilson from the shotgun. Baldwin's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. That's reception number 4 for him.
That's how strong they are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air.
Wilson's lined up. 2 tight ends set. And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. The Seahawks have done a fantastic job here of getting the football to one of their key targets. Baldwin's been a favorite of his quarterback, and he's proven why he deserves to be targeted so often today.
You're right. He deserves to be targeted because he is one of the better wide receivers in the NFL. And when he catches it, look out, he can get yards after the catch. Michael's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Now 3rd and 4 following the run. The play clock's running down. Wilson from the shotgun. Intercepted. Tackle's made. with the lead and their defense making plays like that, this is shaping up to be a very positive second quarter.
And they got it rolling, don't they, on both sides of the ball. And, you know, when you're in a situation like this, be aggressive, go for the score as quick as you can on the offensive side.
The Cowboys on a quest for their third straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL. Not the way they're making it look, and they're confident. They look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch. Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator, coming with the counter run, and the defense being too aggressive. They're over pursuing, so you do the little counter, go the opposite direction, and it works well.
He's taken down at the 42. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day, and the defense will use one of its timeouts right here. Now 3rd and short, following the run. Pick gives them a chance to perhaps take the lead here early in the second if they can put together a drive.
Jim, I'm really anxious to see what the offensive coordinator calls here in this situation. He's got to be smart and show this defense something they haven't seen already.
And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Michael's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Down the field, and it's swatted away.
I think that's the hardest pass a defensive back has to defend. The long throws down the field. You have to wait till the last second to make your play. That time the defensive back did it. What a play.
Russell Wilson will take it from the gun. The defender able to knock it away. Both coaching staffs told us this week that this defense would be the key to the game, and so far they're ready for the occasion as they take them off the field and force the punt.
Well, one coaching staff is happy their prediction came true. The other one, of course, is very sad. But so far in this game, very crisp on the defensive side.
6th catch today so far.
The Seahawks go for it on 4th down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to
that play is going to be challenged.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the coach's challenge backfires. They'll lose the timeout, and they fail to overturn the call on the field.
You know what you do in situations like this? You fire the guy upstairs who told him, throw the flag, coach. Well, what do you got to say now? It was a terrible call, terrible decision, and you lose a timeout.
The Seahawks defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Players for both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense. First down at the 46. And it's complete to Jason Witten.
This tight end's very talented. He's a good run blocker and also a good receiver. Makes a nice catch on that throw.
From the gun. It's wide open. That's a gain of 10. The Seahawks lined up in the nickel. They'll go shotgun here. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
Now Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
Flip Averill brings down the quarterback.
You got to be quick and decisive when you're down near the goal line and you're throwing the pass as a quarterback. That time he was not, and he takes a huge sack.
Loss of 4 on the play. Halfway through the second quarter. Takes it the distance for the touchdown. They're doing a terrific job of keeping the pressure on here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they have kept the pressure on. And, you know, if you're on the defensive side, sometimes players can't make a play because they just don't have the confidence. Now it's up to the coach. Change those calls on the defensive side. Maybe find something that works and give your players some confidence.
That's a timeout call. The Seahawks are in shape now to return the kick. Richardson's got it. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. The Seahawks take the field here. Their last possession ended with a very crazy decision going for it on 4th down from their own territory. An unusual decision, to say the least.
I don't know if it's unusual. We see this all the time from this guy. So it's when you're going to learn. You know, I guess when you pile up enough losses, you'll finally say, hey, I want to win a game. I'm going to manage it differently. And in those situations, you should punt.
Okay, if you were playing the game right now, what would you have done with that last possession?
I absolutely would have punted it without question.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Dropping back 3. It's caught by Baldwin. Going to take it the distance. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. That touchdown here about halfway through the second quarter is exactly what this team needed. Having trailed throughout, now finally getting back into it, Phil.
Yeah, they needed something to happen to get their football team rolling, and that's what they got. That quick score, man, that lifts the spirits of everybody. Let's see if the defense can go out there and do their job now.
Makes the PAT. The Cowboys now holding on to a diminishing lead as they'll get the football back here. Scores 17-14. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Cowboys offense would like to drive for another touchdown, only they would like to think that this time it won't go to waste, and their defense might step up at some point here, Phil.
Well, all they can do is just go out there and score again. Don't worry about your defense. Don't start thinking about that. Worry about your job, what you're doing on the offensive side, because what you have been doing has been terrific.
Cowboys bring in an extra tight end for this play. And he is tackled at the 44. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt.
Handle here. Right all over that offense and brings him down.
Cowboys running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
On the money. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
Takes it from the gun. Looking middle that time. And it's incomplete. In plus territory at the 49. Morris lined up as the single back. 2nd and 10. And Morris is taking the handoff.
Well, if you're the offensive coordinator here in a third-long situation and you're winning a close game, you'd like to pick this up. But also, you got to make sure you call a play that doesn't put the offense at too much risk. Tough call coming up here from the coordinator.
Loss of 3 on the play. And now returning to the field, just 2 minutes to go, and it's a big spot as we got an offense that would love to increase that lead before the intermission. 3rd and 13. And so now they'll bring out Jones to punt. That punt could not have been better struck. And now the defense has the advantage with the opposition, with their backs to their own end zone. Baldwin making his way back onto the field. It's been the type of performance we've come to expect from him in the first half, although it hasn't been enough to keep his team from falling behind.
Yeah, listen, the defense has to know that he's the star wide receiver, so why are they not paying more attention to him and stopping him? If they don't, they're going to end up losing this game because this guy can make the catch anytime, anywhere. Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Second down and 10. Pass is intercepted. Ball, Phil, was destined for the opposition, picked off in the end zone.
Jim, all interceptions are bad, but when you throw one in the end zone, it's much worse than bad. It's awful.
The Cowboys are going to line up. Close game, second quarter. The score's 17-14. 1st and goal. 6 for the Cowboys. Finding the end zone for the second time. What a fine start to this game. Here we are late in the second quarter. They put up another touchdown, Phil.
Well, they got a nice lead, and they like to take this in at halftime. If you're the coach of the team that's leading at halftime, you know what you tell your players? Hey, guys, good job. Let's keep that going. You pat them on the rear and tell them how good they are because, hey, this has been a clinic so far in the first half.
Inside of the uprights. The Seahawks are set to return the kickoff. Runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Seahawks offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Nice catch. That's his first reception today.
That was a nice gain on that play that time. Well designed by the offensive coordinator. Yeah, it was a good throw and catch. But that time, I'm giving all the credit to the design of the play. That's what made it happen.
The Seahawks will take the snap from the 45. Jimmy Graham has the catch.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do.
And they get the sack. 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, you go to the hurry-up offense for many reasons. One, you're trying to get as many plays off and use as little time on the clock as possible. That's what you have to do when you have no timeouts left. The Seahawks put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
Two tight ends on the field here. Heaving it down the field, and it's batted down. The Seahawks go for it on 4th and long, and it does not work out.
Well, listen, 4th and long, no matter when you go for it, your chances of making it are not very good. And that time it doesn't work. Good job by the defense being alert and knowing the situation.
The Cowboys offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Love what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
Following that timeout, offense back out on the field. 2nd and 2 coming up.
Go, go, go,